Well, hello there. It's been quite a minute. I'm ducking down, not that I'm so tall, but using a shorter tripod. So this is what we're doing in life today. So I said I was going to be doing more vlogs, and I have been, but been busy running a company, you know, being full time, doing my thing. Oh shoot! Yeah. Okay. I guess. Okay. We're gonna talk. We'll talk. Man, so it has been quite the journey since I have gone to Tennessee, went to Copywriting Academy, and it was amazing. So I showed you when I was out of town my swag bag, but I don't know if I showed you the shirt that I got. Oh, it's inside out. I'm a professional, I know what I'm doing. I had got a cup, a really nice journal, which just I love journals, if you don't know. So I love to write. I've been keeping a journal since I was 16 years old. So a lot of history there. So yeah, I got a shirt, and then it has the logo on the back, change your words, change your world. So pretty dope. So for all the VIPs, they had this book that just hit the bestsellers list. I believe it's the ebook. I'm not sure if the physical book is out like that yet, but it's called The Bezos Letters by Steve Anderson and Karen Anderson. So I got a chance to meet them at the event. So congrats to you guys on that. I will be doing a book review on this at some point. And so this one's called Dream Culture by Andy and Janine Mason. So I got that book. So super pumped about that. He is the person who, after listening to Ray Edwards' podcast, that was sharing how you should invite God into your business. And I figured, well, I'm a Christian, I'm like, my lifestyle is already, you know, kind of in that path. So I'm just like, well, figured God was already there. So, but no, it's like really like introducing God into the things that you're doing and just into your business for decision making, for, you know, meeting people and connecting with people and just all kinds of stuff, just really a full integration. And so that changed my life, and that was about 2 years ago. And so I was just sharing my story with him and how listening to him being interviewed on the podcast really helped me a lot. And I've just been sharing it with other people as well. It inspired me to get a book that I got from the book fair, a lot of books. It's called Doing Business by the Good Book by David L. Stewart. So got that book. And so I'm not, haven't read that book yet or whatever, so I don't have any reviews on any of this stuff. And then the last book that I got is a book called Pollyanna, and so my last name is Gladney, obviously. And a gentleman there ordered the book while I was there. He was saying how he always likes to play the Glad game based off of this book Pollyanna, and how basically you look for the goodness in all things, no matter what's going on. So it's a story, a little novel about the young lady, and she's, you know, dealing with stuff and has to find goodness in all kinds of, you know, kind of bad situations, and just kind of, you know, finding reasons to be glad. And so he saw my name was Gladney, and so it was really cool. So just, yeah, so it's been a lot of stuff. So since I've gotten back from Tennessee, I've had time to reflect and really think on so many different areas and just different parts of my life in general, and how my life has radically shifted from just before, you know, just working my job and stuff like that, up to quitting, and everything that's transpired after that has been just a night and day, and just a whole different life experience. It's really been hard to put into words. So I mean, I guess it makes sense, but then it doesn't make any sense at all whatsoever. Even the camera that I'm using right now, because I like my camera, when I went to, even though I have two, everybody knows now I have two M50s, and I've had other ones like the Panasonic DS70 and all that extra other stuff. Like even my camera that I was using took a little tumble.
Almost grabbed it. Make sure it's on. It turns on.
Okay, Audio test 1 2 3. Audio test 1 2 3. It's weird because it's the problem with it now. Just like touching the camera makes it record all the time. So I mean, I do a lot of videos, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. But then I was doing like a birthday party for a family friend at the church, and it kept recording when I didn't want it to. So either way, when I came back from Tennessee, I knew that I was going to need a new camera, and I knew that I needed something more than what I had, because even though like I vlogged the entire experience most of the time, like I got some good parts in there and stuff that mattered to me, but as many videos as I thought that I would be doing and would have uploaded by now, I've been so frustrated with the quality that came out, because I'm in a space that has a lot of daylight, just windows everywhere and stuff like that, and so I figured it should be fine. I took the 22mm Canon lens, the EFM lens, with me, so I'm thinking, well, it shouldn't be a problem. As soon as I'm in there, like I'm doing a video, and I noticed like just honestly how bad it looked, and you know, it's on me for not switching out the lens, thinking that, you know, the kit lens would be okay, and I was already in the market shopping for a better zoom lens that would be better in lower light situations, which is typically indoors. But even like now, it's kind of like lower light, and it doesn't look terrible. Granted, I'm on a nice lens, but at the same time, it's just like I thought I would get something different. So I could not vlog when I was in the car in Tennessee. One of the things that they're very serious about, and just in other states, Missouri is a little bit more lax for the current time, but when it comes to something that is, you know, mounted to your windshield, that could be potentially blocking your viewpoint, or when it comes to you know, your phone, they are strictly a device-free, you know, hands solely focused on driving and you being focused on driving type of environment and state. So those laws and all that was posted everywhere. So, and then of course I looked it up before I left. So it wasn't going to be a whole lot of stuff like that as far as like driving and doing shots like this, like I do in St. Louis. And already I passed 2 police cars, and if they was going to get me, they would have gotten me. So they do not play about like certain stuff. So, you know, passing the police station right now. So if they were going to come, they would have gotten me by now if that was the case. But while I was there, I did notice, unless I was outside, like straight up outdoors like I am right now, where the sun has full access to me without any hindrance whatsoever, then at that point, then I knew I was going to be able to get a good shot. But if I was indoors, even next to the window, I'm still noticing with the kit lens it was a problem. I knew I was already going to be getting a better lens to go with the Canon M50, but one of the things I kept running into is like if it was the Sigma or a Tamron lens or something like that, maybe something like a 17 to 50 millimeter lens that would be able to zoom well, or even you know, get down to like an f2.8 or lower, so that it would be good in lower light situations. Those lenses would be expensive, anywhere from like $500 to $600. There was like a Sigma one that was maybe like $300 to $350 or something like that, which isn't bad at all, but it's still starting to get up there. But for me to really get a lens like I would want, I'd be getting into the Canon 16 to 50 or 16 to 35, I think it is, millimeter lens, and it's pretty pricey. It's like an L series lens, so it's super expensive. It's not real expensive, but it's, you know, it's a price tag, nice little price tag on it. Who? Tanisha!
Hey, cousin!
Hey!
What you doing?
Get something to eat?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you need some air? You turned that vent on you. What are you doing?
I came up to surprise my friend. It's her birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday!
It's my cousin. Can you tell?
Camera around on you. participate.
It's okay.
It'll do it. It'll do it.
It's okay. Just go get your food.
I don't know what I want to eat. I'm just trying to figure out what to eat.
Well, Chick-fil-A serves chicken.
Yes, I'm aware, and I heard about the macaroni and cheese, but I don't know if I want Chick-fil-A. I don't know if I want Chick-fil-a prices. That's what I want. I don't know if I want.
Hometown buffet. My ankles are burning.
Ooh. Okay, so back from a nice little lunch since the internet was down at the house, had an outage for whatever reason. This vlog feels like it's all over the place, but I guess that happens at times. But long story short, and I guess the long and short of it is that when the camera broke, or even before the camera broke, my M50, I knew, even though I have a second one, I primarily use that second one for live streaming. And most people have one camera, so the fact that I have more than one is a blessing. It really is. But I always knew at some point when the camera comes out that I want, or the camera that I decided I want to switch to, whatever it may be, is going to need some more things. And so if I put together my list of things that I would want, I would love for it to have a flip out screen like Canon does, and great autofocus like the Canon and the Sonys do, and just have a lot of features like the Fujis do, and you know, all kinds of stuff like all of these other companies have. I knew I want to be able to move into log footage and being able to grade. Doesn't mean like all my vlogs obviously will be grading, but you know, start to push those limits and start to experiment more in some different areas with tougher gradings and stuff like that. So just all kinds of different things. But I knew once I saw that Canon R is just like it's like you know, it's just like I want a better camera, but at the same time I know I do not want that Canon R. I just refuse to give them any money for 720p, and it's not even like Canon did like they said that they were going to, and I hate to always be the back and forth with them. Even like the Panasonic G90 or G95, I think it is, that they came out, that camera you know, has a lot of the things that I would like, but when it comes to actually putting your money on something, it just is a little bit different for me. So on top of everything else that happened in Tennessee, which I did not cover or get into, maybe in future vlogs or whatever I will, it showed me the things that I want to be able to do. And not that the M50 holds me back in any kind of way, but just that I want something more. I want something more. And so in the same way that I would recommend to you guys to reach out to different cameras and try different cameras, different brands, go to the store, get your hands on something, I do the same stuff. And so I did. And it's going to be an interesting journey, needless to say. So one thing that I will be changing, I'm using this Joby 1K GorillaPod, which it definitely holds the M50. Other similar cameras, fine. You know, even some of the bigger cameras, like when I had the GX8, it held that. You know, it's like that's pushing it at that point. That was a little beefy little camera. But G85, you know, it holds. It holds. So I do want to get that Joby 3K Pro. It's $150. That's, I don't know. But I don't know. This vlog is just me vlogging. Not that it's anything. And I now have to get back to work. And Lord help me if I get through these emails. So that's what I'm gonna leave it for today. And check out the Video Simplified podcast. I'm loving what I'm doing on there. So yeah.